Am I a bully? So anyway, I'm a whole ass bully. So first of all, I think I know where my channel is gonna end up going because hold on, let me screw this up. I like laughing and stuff, and I actually like told some people that I like just communicating. But anyway, so I'm watching the video today. First of all, I think some people be full of shit because they're like, some people say, I'm like, no, they don't. Listen, the Rattler, yeah, is funded. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm kind of over HasLabs and funding and shit. Not because like I'm against funding, and once again, say what we want about somebody like McFarland. I'm not justifying it, but nigga, at least we get that shit this month. I mean, this year, like, I'm gonna get my fucking spawn this year. I just realized I got like 5 motherfucking projects that I have not gotten yet. The Cat's Lair, they're not saying shit about that. The fucking Ghost HasLab. The fucking, what is that? Fuck it, the G.I. Joe helicopter. I ain't got time to say all these goddamn names. The G.I. Joe helicopter, the motherfucking Optimus Prime. I feel like there is a 5th. Just cannot remember what the, oh, and just now the Rattler. That is 5. No, dude, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Not because I'm against them, but this is one of the reasons why people are against them. Fuck that. I'm not saying because of multi-million-dollar companies. If you get me my shit on time, like, I keep forgetting about the fucking Ghost and Cat's Lair. It's been so goddamn long since we ordered that shit. And if they're trying to work out all the kinks, then stop coming out with other shit. Stop coming out with wrestling. Stop coming out with fucking Godzilla. Nobody wants that shit. That goddamn monkey and Godzilla sit at Walmart left and right. Yes, there are Godzilla fans out there. Don't get me wrong. But fuck Godzilla. I didn't spend $600 on no fucking Godzilla, nigga. Your motherfucking attention needs to be on goddamn it, Thundercats Cat's Lair. I don't even no. I'm not gonna do this. Listen, I'm starting to get agitated and not even thinking about it because the more I see, I'm like, hey, you know what? You're right. Where the fuck is my HasLabs and all these guys? Dude, it's almost December. I now have 5 fucking, yo, man. I'm gonna give it to YouTubers and people alike who just be talking amongst ourselves. Yo, that's fucked up. I'm not boycotting and I'm not trying to start a petition or none of that, but fuck HasLab, fuck anybody who want my goddamn money without the motherfucking product. Now, as far like the Spawn Medieval, the reason why like that's a Kickstarter, but why I don't mind, it's still within the realm of what he charges, and I'm getting it this year. He's already said the shit's in production. That's how, it's not like we're gonna wait. Like, how are you still, when it comes to the Cat's Lair and shit, how are you still tweaking out bugs and shit? Nigga, you don't, I feel like Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, back to formula, nigga. Y'all ain't got this shit. You put out a product and you didn't even have an idea about how it's gonna be made. That shit should be ready to be fucking made. Otherwise, don't mention it. Don't even fucking bring it up. Because you brought it up, you got the money, you're not even talking about the shit. What will I say about ramen toys? That's a great thing. At least they keep posting shit. I can't go on Instagram without seeing a ramen racer, the ramen van, the Musk. It might be taking longer than they want, but they are keeping you informed. It's like when you walk into somewhere and you need customer service and they just look at you and keep doing what they doing. Not, we'll be right with you. We have this, that, and the third. Acknowledgement. Just motherfucking acknowledge us. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm done. You will not see me funding shit. The only other thing I can see me funding that would be a Kickstarter type of thing is, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this because I already started the collection. If they come out with the Turtle Lair Super 7, I'm not gonna lie to you people. But anyway, let's bring it back in. Motherfuckers probably like, damn, my man going crazy. Because as I think about it, that pisses me off, man. That pisses me off. That I don't even care that you took my money and now you're making it. It's when you take my money and I'm in the dark. You ever see Casino? Remember when Joe Pesci was like, I think I want my money back. That's why, honestly, that's why I use my Amex Platinum, because of return protection. Return protection and purchase protection. I can say they're not offering a service that they said they would. I just want my fucking money back. End of story. End of story. That's why I will never pay. I won't pay debit for none of this shit. There's no way. I have never paid debit for any of these goddamn toys. Speaking of toys, I was watching a YouTube, I'm not gonna say, but first of all, let me just show you some new stuff I got. Yes, I got this, you've already seen it. It took forever. This motherfucker got like held up 3 times, but here he is. Howling Wolf, that's what I'm calling him. I know what his name is, but it's Howling Wolf. Got him, and I just picked this up on random. I thought I was done with this line, but I really love how this looks. My favorite thing about this figure is the mask, because it comes off. Let me see. Hey Siri, stop. That means my steak is almost done. And then it comes off. I like that. I really do like that. Fun fact though, I never even opened it. Well, I opened it to look at the poster, but I've never really opened it and handled it. My Eternia. So I think I am going to sell for a decent price, damn near at price. I think I paid like what, it was like $7. So I gotta charge at least $7.50, but I'm not gonna hike up the price. But I'm thinking about selling that and my Castle Grayskull and the Snake Mountain, which I've never opened any of them, but I realized, dude, after seeing that small snippet of Brian Flynn showing the Cat's Lair, I'm not gonna be able to put all this shit. I put these guys in the Cat's Lair to go with the Thundercats. So that's the 2 new things I got. I feel like that's it. Yeah, that's it. So let me get back on the talking shit. Yeah, that's it. So one of the tiers, like the Rattler, I really honest to God, I did not even look at what the tiers would be. I was busy working. I was like, I know I want the Rattler. I don't care. $325, that is kind of, like say they come out with something else, it's like $400. I'm kind of G.I. Joe'd out, dude. I'm not even interested in buying G.I. Joe no more. There's like 3 characters that they can come out with, one of them being Big Lob, so I can go ahead and finish out like the new Rawhides, as I call them. No, if they came out with like X Mercer, if they came out with on the G.I. Joe movie, put it like this, I now only want everyone from the G.I. Joe, the movie, the animated movie. So Globulus, Pythona, so on and so forth. At least 2 of those damn Cobra Law troopers, shit like that. But other than that dude, like Razor or whatever the fuck that dude with the wings, nah, fuck all that. Cause I'm kind of like, I've had my fill of G.I. Joe. I've had my fill of a lot of things like McFarland, DC Multiverse. There are a lot of cool characters, but there's like only 2 or 3 more that I want. I do have some on pre-order, don't get me wrong. A Lantern Corps, definitely got to finish that, but everybody who come, Max Mercury and all that shit, there would have been a time where I'm like, gimme, but I'm kind of dry on that. But yeah, so the Rattler, I backed this shit from the get-go. I'm like, because I personally don't mind Kickstarters, I don't mind HasLabs, or I didn't mind Kickstarters, I didn't mind HasLabs and things like that. But I'm just like, yeah, dude, I got too many of them out there. There's only a few. So the Turtle Lair, I've already said it, but fuck that. You can't have my money no more. Fuck that shit. Anyway, moving on. So I was watching YouTube, he's like, we got some patches? We grown-ass men. I'm like, says the grown-ass man in his basement surrounded by toys. The fuck? I'm gonna put those patches like I do my buttons and everything on my backpack, or yes, one of my jackets, or my coveralls for the ship. Like, well, not my coveralls, because yo, I can't put it on my coveralls. Fuck yes. So when he's like, you know, and I know he's just talking shit, but I'm talking shit too. That's why I'm not saying no names, and I will not comment on people's channels. I think that's where it's rude. But I might send a message out so we can link up and just talk shit, shoot the shit and talk shit. Unfortunately, I talk shit to show I love. But anyway, I tell people that even at work, and I do. So, like one of my coworkers, no, I'm not gonna get into it. But yeah, so I was at work dying. I was like, what? They're like, McCown, what are you laughing at? I'm like, this man sat here and was like, one of the patches they give you, one of the tiers is a patch. Stop focusing on the tiers. Those are just tiers on the top. I'm telling you, if nothing, there's a fucking Baroness. Who gives a shit? God damn, how many Baronesses do we have? I don't need that bitch. I was just like it unlocked, and I was like, cool. I do like her little bun, but other than that, I don't really care. It came with a figure. That's enough for me, man. So to get to those other tiers, like, yay, we got that. Yeah, the His Tank funded before this, the fucking His Tank. Yes, I guess the Rattler is like well known, which is well known amongst nerds and G.I. Joe nerds. Those of you who know, I just started G.I. Joe, like the show a year ago. I've only been collecting G.I. Joe for like almost 3 years now. But I didn't know shit about G.I. Joe before that. But I always saw that his tank, didn't even know that's what it was called, but I could say that's G.I. Joe. If you showed me that Cobra Rattler without like any logos on or something like that, I'd be like, I don't fucking know. So, no, of course it didn't fund right away. Had they, you know what I mean? No, it was his tank for 6-inch, like, and it was hyped up because it was the first of its kind. All we had until then, if I'm not mistaken, was like a motorcycle. Then they come out with just big ass lights and everything. I backed that shit before I even knew the other unlocks. I didn't care. I was like, now that I think about it, it would be empty as fuck. There she is up there. It would be empty as fuck without the little extras, so I prefer the extras, and I'm noticing at least they do that. I don't know if it's in the budget. I'm not trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but the person was like, that comes with pouches. We grown men. I'm like, dude, you are a grown ass older than me, and I'm 40 ass man in a basement surrounded by fucking toys. Yes, nigga, patches. What the fuck are you talking about? So anyway, that's not a knock. I'm just talking shit. Then they wanted to like, you know, fight the power. I'm still a firm believer in this. Buy what's valuable to you, because at the end of the day, to other people, like how we like, I drink, I don't smoke, but I would do edibles if it were legal for military members. I definitely would before I would drink. But I said all that to say this. Everybody spends money on something that another person might think is dumb. And one of my girl that I was with at the time, when I switched into the Apple ecosystem, she was no shit. Like, I'm not bragging. I mean, I thought it was ridiculous. Was about to drop, like, pay for in cash a Louis Vuitton. It was like $2,500. She really wanted this particular person. I went and I was like, holy shit. And fun fact, if you see us side by side, you would not think, and I even thought I was just like, I had to holler. But when we actually spent quality time together, like, we were just connected. And yes, we're still in contact. It was distance in our careers, so it wasn't like a bad breakup. But the point is, when she said to me, like, this computer, I never used this. When I say I bought the whole ecosystem, I bought the whole ecosystem. Watch everything. And she made a good point. She's like, well, you just spent X amount of dollars on that computer and stuff like that. Technology gets old. $700 PlayStation. But I would have kept this purse, kept up with it. You know, it would have been an heirloom type. I'm like, damn, you're right. I mean, you're right. Look at our iPhones and shit. Every fucking year, people are just upgrading. Like, I'm good. So, buy what you like and what is affordable, what's affordable and, you know, worth it to you. Because they also say, is it going, like, $300 for a Rattler? Is it going to tuck you in? Is it going to make you breakfast? None of this shit does, my dude. What buddy got going on? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? None of this shit. This don't, and then somebody said, well, it was only $20. I'd rather have a $300 collectible than $301 pieces of shit that I'm gonna sell down the road. Like, that really is not gonna appreciate. Like, this may or may not appreciate. I don't collect for value. I'm just saying, buy what you like. Don't justify. I've gone to Ross and but everything in Ross I was able to find in the wild, and I cherry picked and it was what I want. I just showed y'all a video, even though I was trolling, like they had like Ninja Turtles. They had some good shit, like quality shit, but it was shit. Why is it shit? Because it's leftover shit. So you telling me, like, I make it make sense. I went to go buy a bunch of shit. You bought a bunch of shit? Shit nobody else wanted. That's like when you go to a flea market or a thrift store. You can go to Macy's, or you can go somewhere where the shit is just hitting the line, or you can go get the leftovers, which are like, not always, do I shop at Burlington and shit? Fuck yes. I'm all over the place. But I'm not going to discredit something that I really wanted. You know, I found like 3 pair of Air Maxes. And if you don't know, I used to be a sneakerhead way before this shit. I would spend my money on sneakers left and right. And I like to wear them, work out in them. Like my old senior chief, like, you wear those to the gym? Yeah, I don't really wear them for fashion. I didn't. I just love Air Max, like some people love Jordans. But I found a couple of good ones at Ross. But that don't mean I'm just not gonna go to Foot Locker, because I believe we should stop trying to compare price tag to materials. Like, that doesn't fucking compute. Nothing on earth does that. It is a brand, and it is a brand alone. I'm sorry, but it is a fucking brand. That's why I was like, how Nostalgia Unboxing, he does like stickers and shit, which I ordered. I said 2.5 years ago, 2 years ago when the Underground Arsenal Turtle Van came out, I said, third parties are like doing stuff like this. I believe they should give us shit that's lacking. Ramen Toys does that. Give us what we're missing that these other companies are just for some fucking reason are not going to. Like, for instance, they gave us the Underground Arsenal, but it stopped. Dude, you could have gave us the Cheapskate. I remember seeing Mad Hatter do a Cheapskate review, and they were like knockoffs, but they were cheapskates for the Ninja Turtles, for those who happen to give a fuck. Dude, Transformers have been in this game, it seems like forever. There are plenty of KOs and third-party Transformers that are as good, if not better, than the original. So I don't give a shit about, like, it's fickle with them, but they're giving you, like they would give you Bumblebee without the Autobot symbol. Same exact thing. I can't believe some of these other places, Ramen Toys, I keep saying Ramen Racers, they did give us those tanks and stuff. I like that black one. But they're the only ones that seem to be doing it. Like, that is an empty market. I don't 3D, and then people say, then the same person and other people, I could go online and see it 3D printed. The nigga bought a 3D printed one. I'm gonna get the damn real thing. Like, you can have that 3D print, man. Knock yourself out. That's why I did comment. I literally said, so what's the problem? What the problem is? Literally, like, nigga, if I can find this 3D printed with the same, if not better quality, what's the problem? I tell people, dude, my Voltron that I bought, that is literally a KO of the super expensive one for a fraction of the price. I'm not complaining. I don't give a, hey, if you want that shit to be $700, go for it. I love the Voltron I got. I'm not just saying I found a cheap Voltron. You keep saying there's 3D printed shit, but you ain't bought none of that shit or sold none of that shit. And if you did buy some of that shit, what the fucking problem is? Like, what is the problem? If they don't want to, if they want to keep losing out money as far as the big businesses, let them. I'm just saying there's an empty market, but stop trying to justify shit. I mean, you can do whatever the hell you want to do, but it just gives me something to talk about. I'm just confused face, like, what? I still don't get it. Matter of fact, I have a KO, right? This is a KO knockoff, like illegal than a motherfucker, of the Bumblebee, what's the name? This is definitely a KO. 100% worth it to me. I have only one, real, genuine, authentic, what do you call a masterpiece? And it's this. And to be honest, I've seen 1,000 like this. And when I got it in hand, it was nice. Look at that, the arm twisted. This is masterpiece, ladies and gentlemen. This just came out this year, ladies and gentlemen. So at the end of the day, it really is just like, what are you willing to pay? Like, what are you willing to pay? How much of our soul are we willing to give away? Because I also understand ain't nobody doing this shit for free. It's not a fucking charity. These are like, if I were McFarland or anybody else and I was like, shit, can I cut out the middleman and just kickstarter this shit myself? I would. The fuck? You're not my best friend. I don't fucking know you. I want to make as much money as I can without really screwing you over. Shit like that Batwing from the movie and stuff, there has been things McFarland has done, but that is one of the only toy lines that I can say overall I've been pleased with. Overall, for McFarland Toys as a whole, that means every fucking, I'm gonna keep it small, in his DC line. And I cannot count the smaller line because all he's doing is just re-releasing DC Direct. So DC Multiverse, that includes the 89 Batmobile that was a one-seater. I don't give a shit. I mean, like, I don't care. I'm not putting Robin in that motherfucker. I don't care. I personally didn't give a fuck. I was like, it represents the Batmobile. Now, if you photo photography and shit, but if you're just a normal motherfucker who just puts it on the shelf, who gives a fuck? Yeah, Vicky Vale and maybe one other person rode shotgun. Who the fuck else sat in their car for the price range? I mean, like, damn. There are Batmobiles that have 2 seats. Nigga, go buy that. But anyway, I'm letting it all out because I be watching this shit and sometimes it's like, what? Like, if we were friends or coworkers, I would call people out on this shit and we can challenge one another. I'm only cussing like this and stuff now because I'm just talking into a fucking camera. I'm not going to just sit there talking to you, nigga, what the, you know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, McFarland has had shit that I'm just like, what the fuck? But for the most part, I was able to get every single McFarland, like, not really even difficult. Like, there was some shit I'm like, why is that an exclusive? It just is. Oh, well. And I've never asked why so many Batman. I don't give a... If people buying Batman gives us extra shit like Max Mercury, I don't know who the fuck wanted that, then damn it, give us Batman so we can get Max Mercury. I'll take it. But it's when it's like other shit, it's just like, why are we having to go through so much FOMO and shit to buy shit? That's what kind of like exhausts me. That's what I don't mind seeing peg warms. That's why to me that Ninja Turtle line for Nickelodeon and shit like that is like the best release line, because them bitches just flooding, them just plugging, and they're on the shelf. So hats off to that. But I mean, as far as boycotting and all this shit, this is not a fucking charity. What the fuck are we doing? Just, I mean, there's a lot of shit. It just sits there. Do you know how many fucking statues cost like $1,000 that don't even move? At least the goddamn Rattler, I can move that bit. Yes, it lights up, I can move it. I don't need to make sound. Afterwards, I have shit that does make sound. Who gonna keep walking in pressing buttons and shit to make it make sound? The fuck? What the fuck are we doing here? Who's gonna have that shit? It can light up, that bitch can make you breakfast. I still don't need it to make me pancakes every motherfucking day. It's gonna sit there like the rest of this shit, but it has value to me because I was willing to pay that price. But shit like Giant Man and stuff, I wasn't. The Cantina, I wasn't. Those might have been things, the reason why to me they missed out, because I probably would have purchased those on a whim if they were in the same. Giant Man, yeah, eventually I would have bought him. If I was just walking through the store casually and I saw Giant Man, which I have yet to see this, at least you can get it. That's why the hunt is not thrilling to me. The hunt is stressful as fuck. If I can get what I want online, I'm gonna get it. Fuck walking into the store. But if I could walk in and see Giant Man like I saw this, yeah, I would probably get him one day eventually. But I'm not gonna do that, and I'm not gonna care, because if Giant Man was an important character to me, I just would have got it. Same thing with that damn that Ghost Rider car. I would have got it if that was important to me. Robbie Reyes don't mean shit to me. I'm like, I don't give a shit. So it's just what it means to you. But don't keep trying to justify it, because the way it's coming off, and nobody's saying you can't afford it. I'm sure we can all afford. Affording is buying, because if you really wanted it, you would have got it. Now, there are some things that might look interesting, and it's like, if that ever goes on sale, I might pick it up. But if I didn't want it for normal price, I don't want it at Ross. I don't. Like, I would have got the shit when I saw it at Walmart. At that point, it's like, that's a tactic. It's like when I used to tell my girl this, like, wait a minute, it's on sale, it's $1,000 off. That don't matter. If it was $5,000, right? But now it's only $3,000. You are exactly what companies, you are what stores want when you say, it was $5 and now it's only $3, I gotta get it. No, I didn't want it when it was $3, I don't want it when it was $5. I didn't want it when it was $20, I don't want it now that it's $6. I never wanted this piece of shit. No, I'm not buying this shit. These Digimon figures and all that shit, unless it's just for fun. Now, my friend and I, we used to just buy like them Sock'em Rock'em robots and them Sonic toys just because it was funny and fun. We literally played with that shit, that we knew what we were doing. It wasn't like if I never wanted this, even if this shit went to Ross for $3, I would not have fucking bought it because I didn't want it. Like I'm saying, you just buying trash and justifying buying trash. I'd rather have a McLaren than 20 fucking Toyota Corollas. Like, fuck that. Like, it's just 20 pieces of shit. They're not pieces of shit, but you get what I'm saying. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. But anyway, let me get up out of here because my steak's done. Hope y'all enjoyed this, whatever this was. Hoo-yah.